What if one of the most powerful men in hip-hop used money, churches, and silence to bury the truth? And what if the system helped him do it? Today, alleged survivor Ally Carter breaks her silence, and what she reveals could shake Hollywood to its core. In March 2025, Sean Diddy Combs faced RICO charges racketeering, trafficking, abuse, but by July, the most serious charges vanished. Now, Ally Carter claims she knows why, and she's naming names.
Another day in the Sean Diddy Combs trial, and today the judge threatened to throw Diddy out of the courtroom because he was repeatedly nodding to what the judge believed was towards the jurors during testimony. Also, a new alleged victim has come forward and is testifying about what happened at the freak-offs. So, how are things looking for Combs so far? I'm criminal trial attorney Sarah Azari, and this is Serving Justice, where we take a deep dive into what really matters in a criminal trial, the defense. I want to bring in News Nation reporter Sophia Sami Ali, who's following the trial very closely, and also News Nation field producer Tommy Cristaldi, who was inside the Manhattan courtroom today. So Tommy, I want to start with you. The judge has had it with Sean Diddy Combs. He is saying that he's repeatedly admonished him not to look at the jurors and nod, and he keeps doing it. You were there, you saw what happened. Tell us about what the vibe was in this courtroom, and is the defense really taking this seriously?
Well, first of all, I think that throughout this trial, the judge has been a very chill guy. He's been very polite to people on both sides, and this was certainly the angriest that I've seen him. The tone that he took, I was taken aback. I was quite surprised.
Inside the courtroom, Diddy wasn't silent. He was caught nodding at jurors trying to influence the outcome. The judge threatened to throw him out.
Just dropping the charges of sex trafficking on the trial. That was as one of the angels just called it, my match. That's it. I have been alright. I have been okay until I was taken on a very thin rope because there's been so much stuff going on from the people that are trafficking my pain through taking videos, so much going on from whoever wants to call us names out of our names. We've had to deal with so much stuff left and right. We've been driving, like I'm telling you, it's just been a lot. It's been a lot that some of us, we can't say because you're sitting in the sea of our enemies at the same time as those of you who care about us. So there's a lot that we can't say, but my boots are laced up. Let me out, I'm okay, good, keep them laced. I'm serious, I'm so serious. Please, keep them laced. But a door too, if you don't have them on, so you can stay ready so you can get a fit ready, you know what I'm saying? The day that I found out about everything, I knew like the night before, I was like, something's getting real shaky now. I heard that there was 100 witnesses on the case. And I don't know if they even got through all of those witnesses, but Maureen Comey is the prosecutor of this case, on this case in New York City. And she never asked about the children. And there's so many people who wanted me to be a witness on this trial. And I want to explain jurisdiction. I know some people don't understand jurisdiction, so let's talk about it. If you got a ticket in Utah, let's say you got a ticket in Utah.
And outside the courtroom, Ally Carter made one of her boldest claims, yet Diddy allegedly funneled $50 million through celebrity churches to pay off the jury. Ally's claims point to a powerful network. Lou Taylor, Britney Spears' former manager, allegedly linked to both Diddy and Kris Jenner's California Community Church, donations masked as tithes, but used to silence victims.
I am hurt, I am angry, and I am still fucking healing, and it is harder than hurting. Trust me when I say that. I am trying. I have been in denial for a little bit. I walked away to get clean. I tried to go take my life back. I wanted some type of peace. I wanted to give a damn about somebody saying they love me just because they love me. I didn't want anybody because they wanted me or my body or what they could do to me. I'm nobody's sex weapon, I'm nobody's sex toy, I'm nobody's punching bag anymore, and that's all I ever fucking wanted. Do you hear me? I have held my shit in, I've been a vault, I don't usually get upset. I try to just keep that shit going, because what can I do? Nothing.
Her voice shakes, but her message is clear: she won't stay silent.
Right? And if you don't want to pay that way, you leave. I just have a problem with this. I have a problem with someone who who willingly engages in whatever is asked of her because she's being supported. And it's not just her rent. She was going to Turks and Caicos. She was going to the Bahamas. I think there's going to be a real conversation that the defense is going to have with this jury about the dazzle and the lifestyle that Sean Combs was synonymous to for these women, whether it was their career, whether it was their livelihood, whatever it was. These are grown adults. This is not R. Kelly with minors, right? These are grown women who chose to accept these things, to sign up for this lifestyle and please him. I just don't see coercion in that. And you know what? People on the jury could. I just don't. I just feel very strongly about this. You know, you're hanging out with this man. You know there's drugs involved. He's paying for stuff for you, and he likes this freaky lifestyle. You can leave, but you're not going to get all the other stuff. But that doesn't mean you're coerced to stay.
I mean, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but I think people's state of mind it's very different. She was very in love with him. She thought she could have a future with him, and she just started getting deeper and deeper kind of in this, and deeper, more and more enmeshed. And I think the deeper you get in something, the more dependent you get on something, the harder it is to get out. I'm not saying one way or the other whether or not she was.
But that's not coercion. That's you sort of, whatever your own issues are, getting stuck in this situation that is a toxic, no good situation for you. You're in it for some reason. It's almost like these women, if you step away and you listen to sort of the common denominator.
Still, not everyone agrees. In a News Nation debate, one analyst argued these were consenting adults, not victims.
Everybody that is ready to free Diddy and be on the side of pedophiles, they keep calling Sean Combs' children, his twin daughter and his other daughter, kids. You with me still? Yes? Okay. They keep calling them kids. The twins and the daughter is kids. They don't need to be in the case because they're kids. Cassie Ventura was not called a child. Everybody tore that woman apart because they saw a pregnant, grown woman sitting on that trial telling her story that everybody covered up as she was 19 years old. People are addressing Sean Combs' kids as kids, but they won't address Cassie as a kid when this happened to her. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was 15 years old when I had dealings with Sean Combs. She was 19. You get me? Okay? We're not talking about the other children now on this case. Now, as you guys are saying, I told you, the justice system is rigged. I don't know how many ways people need to say that, see it for themselves, research and dig on it, and not understand that the justice system is rigged. And we've been saying that since the beginning. We went through court cases. We went through private investigators. This is how we have the insurance and the documents and the things and the receipts that we have, because we have been through this so many times before, where the victim is the one who gets the most pale and the predators walk. The amount of people that you've seen, I want you to stop and think about how many people were enabling this case, and how many times I have said the red and the blue side are guilty. If you are distracted right now by something as what an adult did, or you're fighting for an adult, then you weren't in the fight for the kids in the first place. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? If you're distracted by something petty, by a comment that was made, by something that somebody was wearing, by something somebody didn't like, by something somebody said because of your feelings, you're not understanding the gravity of what we are talking about when it comes to this case, right?
Months before LA wildfires swept elite neighborhoods, Ally warned, explosions make fires. Fires cover secrets. As the city burned, her prophecy went viral.
They're dropping charges. I was like, we're trying to. I already knew the case was not going anywhere. Whoever tried just got painted a target on it. And whoever lied was exposed. I am grateful for the amount of people that were exposed on this case. You've seen that the hotel manager is guilty. You saw the people who cleaned this were guilty. The bus that freaking transferred all these children were guilty. You saw people coming from left and right to tell you about the baby oil and everything else, but they wouldn't tell you earlier because they kept it a secret all these years, and everybody that bowed down signed this man's paycheck. You feed that man from the entire time. He would enable trafficking. It's the same way people are using our pain right now. There's content creators that hate us, that want us tortured, that want us dead. I've gotten so many crazy ass messages that I don't care about.
According to Ally, hundreds of witnesses were cut. Prosecutors, she says, never brought up the kids. And the FBI? They'd known since the early 2000s and looked away.
Do you know what it takes for you to walk away from a narcissist? Has anybody ever been in a narcissistic relationship? Somebody that was either your family, a toxic relationship, a toxic sibling, a toxic family member, somebody who tried to break your soul, and every time you spoke up about it, it was your fault. Somebody who tried to change you, and every time you tried to step in and say, this ain't me, it was something that you did wrong. Okay? So I want you to think about that toxic relationship that you have ever had. Ever. And I want you to think about how many years I was gone at 14 and a half. The woman that you see right now, this was secretion of Satan. This woman tried to break me, and she didn't do it to just one. She did it to 6 different children. She did it to everybody in her life. Okay, at 14 and a half, 12, 13 years old, I said, I can't do this anymore. I tried to kill. I went into Chino Hills Hospital. Are y'all staying with me? I am hurt, I am angry, and I am still fucking healing. And it is harder than hurting. Trust me when I say that. I am trying. I have been in denial for a little bit. I walked away to get clean. I tried to go take my life back. I wanted some type of peace. I wanted to give a damn about somebody saying they love me just because they love me. I didn't want anybody because they wanted me or my body or what they could do to me. I'm nobody's sex weapon. I'm nobody's sex toy. I'm nobody's punching bag anymore. And that's all I ever fucking wanted. Do you hear me? I have held my shit in. I've been involved. I don't usually get upset. I try to just get that shit going because what can I do? Nothing.
Some say Ally's claims are too extreme. Others say they finally make sense. What if she's not just a survivor but a warning? What do you believe? Was Diddy protected by a system of silence? Let us know. And subscribe because we won't stop digging.